Nestled on the banks of the Hudson River, Michie Stadium. It will play host to some of the nation's finest today and another thrilling edition of Army football. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Army Black Knights. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Black Knights will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Irish offense will take the field to start this game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Quickly to the tight end. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
And they fail to hook up on third down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Cadets offense will go to work for the first time. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback.
And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up?
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
Swings it out to his running back. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. And now on second down for this offense. The play action fake. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And when it's a play action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
That is not an easy situation if you're an offensive lineman, 2nd and 3rd and long, because you know the D-line, they're coming. They know you're throwing the football. As an O-lineman, you better get out of your stance and get your hands up and punch and not miss, because if you do, then that's what happens right there.
Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They put it on the ground last time they had it. Got to take care of it this time, David.
And I think you've got to put in context. A lot of times fumbles are just luck. You just got to move on, give him the football again, Jesse, and not worry about it.
I think that's a good point there, David. Get him the ball again to help him play the next play and know that he's okay. Because when that guy's playing well, this offense is on fire.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They have relished this tight victory since the last time these two got together, Pollard.
Guys, just winning is beautiful. And when you beat your rival and you get those bragging rights, Palmer, it is a glorious thing for a whole year and sometimes longer.
Well, that's the best thing about rivalry games like this. For the winning team, whoever pulls this one out here today, their fans are going to be bragging about this one for a long time.
He looks that one in nicely. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The running back has it. Spins away from the defender. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. And the Black Knights are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's looking to throw it. Going for it all. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Now 2nd and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
It's incomplete and nearly intercepted in the end zone. You get the ball that close, you cannot put it in harm's way.
Some QBs see it right off the jump, believe what they see, and they go in and they go for it regardless. And I think right there, he knew where he wanted to go with the football, and he missed, but it looked like to me he was forcing it a little bit too much.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. The option look. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. The give to the back. Quick spin on the ride. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man quickly. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Third and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And they knocked him down almost immediately.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB. And this one, put some pressure on them, and they're already off to a great start.
After the big first down sack, it's second down. They go to the ground. Smashes through the tackle. Hit the afterburners, kid. At the 20. Touchdown, Black Knights! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner is stopped. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Irish send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense. A shot toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. Wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Central Michigan has the lead right now. Mount Pleasant has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by a field goal over Ohio. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Comes out throwing on first down. Quick completion on the out. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Trying to find his man on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Meyer. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Looking down the middle. It's caught downfield. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to go up top on first down. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Dropping back, it's Stewart. And the defense wraps up the first half by taking it to the quarterback and getting the sack. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Just enough time for one final play of the half.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can...
Throws toward the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. They're just about ready to kick it away. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Army has it back in the offense ready to go. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
And here comes the offense on second down. They'll go to the ground. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't gonna happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Going up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. Running back goes in motion. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Hit as he throws. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Black Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here come the Irish back on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped.
Oh, the ball squirts out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. You really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
I love that play call. And quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
He wants it all. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
I tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Off the play fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, picked off. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
A quick pass to the left. Still running at the 40. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, he wants it all. Fires into traffic, intercepted. No real chance on the got it at the 34.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Finds his big tight end. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Price. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. From the gun to give, looking for room. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. To the air, it's Stewart. Ball in the air, intercepted. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
We've just seen in this game the ball's just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves him with second and short. Nice move there. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. But he's got a head of steam. Boy, he is hard to bring down.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Guys, it is Army who carries the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. That they can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. trying to make magic with his feet. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
The great thing about running a bootleg is it gets the quarterback outside the pocket right now. It allows him to use his athleticism. You got to drop back. You got to use your eyes. You got to play the pass.
And that is interception number 3. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
It's caught. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points, and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again.
Touchdown, Army! And the route is on. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Stewart. Looking left. Holds it in. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. A strike downfield. He's loose. Touchdown, Irish. What a catch and run for 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. To the ground with the back. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Ready to fire from the pistol. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Using his legs to buy some time. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Looking to move it through the air. He's got the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Set up for 2nd and short after that completion.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Flex.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Touchdown, Black Knights! And the punishment has been extended. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Central Michigan needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Mount Pleasant behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Ohio. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates you'll see in here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Stopped after making the catch. 2nd down coming up. Looking downfield, it's Stewart trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people...
He lobs one high down the left side. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Coming after it. He'll pull it down. Finds a crease at the 20. He's off to the races. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game. But the offense did their job.
The extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
And how about it, man? Just aggressiveness. When you've already got the lead, you got a comfortable lead. You're sitting pretty, but this offense, actually this coach says, I want more. I want to get this onside kick. And not only do they try it, they get it.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. To the air on first down. Lofts one deep down the right side. One last incompletion, and that'll do it.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win,